Hey there. Have you ever caught yourself watching a movie with subtitles in another language and thought, I wonder what it'd be like to understand that without the translation? Or maybe you've been on a trip somewhere, heard folks chatting away in Spanish or French, and wished you could join in. I get it, learning a new language might feel like something for the grandkids or those college days long behind us. But here's the thing, picking up a new language after 60 isn't just possible, it's one of the best gifts you can give yourself. It's like opening a door to a whole new world, and trust me, it's a lot more fun and rewarding than you might think. I'm so glad you're here with me today because we're going to talk about why learning a new language in our later years is such a game changer. It's not about becoming fluent overnight or impressing anyone, it's about what it does for you, inside and out. We'll walk through 5 big benefits that make it worth trying, from keeping your mind sharp to connecting with people in ways you never expected. Whether you've got a trip planned, a curiosity to satisfy, or just some extra time to play with, this is for you. Let's start with the first big perk, because it's one that hits close to home for a lot of us. It's like a workout for your brain. You've probably heard folks say the brain's like a muscle, use it or lose it, right? Well, learning a new language is like sending your mind to the gym, but without the sweat. It's all about stretching those mental muscles, memory, focus, problem solving, in a way that feels more like play than work. Picture this, you're learning Italian, and you're trying to remember that ciao means hello. It's a little puzzle every time you practice, and your brain loves that challenge. My friend Ruth, who's 68, started dabbling in Spanish a couple of years ago, just for fun. She'd forget words left and right at first, laughing about it over coffee, but now she's ordering tacos in Spanish at her favorite spot, and she swears her memory's sharper for everyday stuff too, like where she parked the car. It's not magic, it's just your brain waking up to something new. The science backs this up too. Studies show that picking up a language can help keep your mind nimble as you age. It's like building a little shield against that foggy feeling we sometimes get. Ruth says it's not about being perfect, she still mixes up her verbs, but the act of trying keeps her on her toes. You don't need to be a genius to start, just grab an app like Duolingo or a phrasebook from the library and spend 10 minutes a day. Maybe you learn bonjour in French or hola in Spanish, small steps that add up. It's less about the destination and more about the journey, and your brain's thanking you every step of the way. Now, let's move into something that's just as exciting, because this next benefit is all about opening doors you didn't even know were there, connecting with new people. There's something special about speaking someone else's language, even just a little, it's like a bridge between you and them. Take my neighbor Tony, who's 71. He started learning Portuguese because his daughter married into a Brazilian family. At first, he just wanted to say, obrigado, that's, thank you, at the wedding. But then he kept going, and now he's chatting with his son-in-law's grandma about her recipes, laughing over mispronounced words. He says it's made him feel closer to a whole new crew, like he's part of something bigger. You don't need a family tie to feel this. Maybe there's a Spanish-speaking neighbor you'd love to say hi to, or a French bakery where you could surprise the owner with a merci. It's not about being fluent, it's about that spark when someone lights up because you tried. Tony started with a free class at the community center, but you could just as easily pick up a few phrases online or from a friend. It's a small effort that pays off big, turning strangers into smiles. And the best part? It's a confidence boost. Every time you nail a word, you feel like you've won a little prize. So, with your brain getting a workout and new connections blooming, let's roll into how this can make your days feel a little richer, because there's a quiet joy in this that sneaks up on you. Alright, so we've talked about how learning a new language gives your brain a good workout and opens the door to connecting with folks in a way that feels warm and real. Now, let's dive into something that might surprise you, how this little adventure can add a layer of joy and purpose to your everyday life. I mean, think about it, after 60, it's easy to settle into a routine, same coffee, same TV shows, same chats with the same people. But picking up a language shakes that up in the best way, like tossing a splash of color onto a gray day. It's not just about the words, it's about what they bring to your table. Imagine sitting down with your morning tea, flipping open an app, and learning how to say, "good day," in German, Guten Tag. It's a tiny thing, but there's this quiet thrill in it, like you're unlocking a secret. My cousin Linda, who's 65, started messing around with Italian last year because she's always loved their food. She's not planning a trip or anything, she just wanted to know what arrabbiata really means beyond spicy sauce. Now, she's got this little ritual. She practices a few words while her pasta's boiling, and she says it makes her feel like she's doing something just for her. It's not about big goals, it's about that spark of, hey, I can still learn something new. Suddenly, her evenings have this extra zip, and she's even started humming Italian songs she finds online. That's the thing, it's a hobby that fits right into your life, no pressure. You don't have to study for hours or ace a test. Maybe you learn 5 words a week, enough to order a coffee in French or say, beautiful, in Japanese. It's yours to play with, and it turns ordinary moments into something special. Linda's not fluent, but she'll grin and tell you Bella means beautiful, and she feels pretty Bella herself when she says it. It's like a little pat on the back from yourself, a reminder that you've still got curiosity and grit. And honestly, who doesn't want a bit more of that as the years roll on? Now, let's shift gears a tad, because this next perk ties right into that joy. It's about how learning a language can make your world feel bigger, even if you never leave your hometown. You don't need a passport to travel when you've got words opening up new places for you. Take my buddy Frank, who's 70. He started learning Greek because he's always loved those old myths, Hercules, Zeus, all that. He's not booking a flight to Athens, but he's got this app where he practices saying, Kalimera, that's, good morning, and he watches Greek cooking videos to pick up more. He says it's like he's peeking into another life, tasting a bit of the Mediterranean from his recliner. Last week, he made a shaky attempt at, thank you, Efcharisto, and laughed when he tripped over it, but he kept going. That's what I mean, your world stretches. Maybe you try Spanish and start watching telenovelas, giggling at the drama while you catch a phrase here and there. Or you pick Mandarin and listen to a podcast, marveling at how different it sounds. Frank's hooked on Greek now. He even found a little restaurant downtown where he tried out his Kalimera on the owner, who beamed and threw in an extra baklava. It's not about being perfect, it's about feeling like you're part of something beyond your usual bubble. You can start anywhere. Grab a library book, download a free app, or just watch a foreign movie and mimic what you hear. It's a ticket to explore, no suitcase required. So, with your days feeling brighter and your world growing wider, let's move into how this can tie into something practical, because there's a bonus here that might just come in handy down the road. Alright, so we've covered how learning a new language keeps your days buzzing with a bit of joy and stretches your world without ever leaving home. Now, let's talk about something that pulls all this together in a really practical way, how picking up a language can boost your confidence and even give you a handy skill for life's unexpected moments. After 60, it's easy to think the big learning days are behind us, that we've done our time with challenges. But here's the truth, every new word you learn is a little win, a quiet boost that reminds you you're still sharp, still capable. And trust me, that feeling? It's worth its weight in gold. Picture this, you're fumbling through a basic, hello, in Spanish, hola, and it's shaky at first, but then it clicks. You say it again, smoother this time, and there's this little rush, like you've just climbed a hill you didn't think you could. My friend Ed, who's 69, started learning French a while back because he wanted to surprise his wife on their anniversary trip to Quebec. He practiced simple stuff, merci, for thank you, s'il vous plaît, for please, nothing fancy. When they got there, he ordered coffee in French, and sure, he stumbled a bit, but the barista smiled, and his wife's jaw dropped. He told me later, I felt like a kid who'd aced a test I didn't study for. It wasn't about being perfect, it was about showing himself he could still step up and shine. That confidence sneaks into other parts of your life too. Ed says he's bolder now, more willing to try things, whether it's a new recipe or chatting up a stranger at the grocery store. Learning a language isn't just about the words, it's about proving to yourself that you've still got it. You don't need to aim high, start with a phrase a day, maybe, goodbye, in Italian, arrivederci, and build from there. Use an app, a phrasebook, or even ask a friend to teach you something. Every time you get it right, it's a pat on the back, a little, I did that, moment that sticks with you. And the more you do it, the more you realize age is just a number, not a limit. Now, here's where it gets really fun, because this confidence comes with a practical twist. It can make you a bit of a hero in real-life situations. Life's full of surprises, and knowing even a smidge of another language can turn you into the go-to person when it counts. Take my neighbor Clara, who's 73. She'd been dabbling in German for fun, mostly to read old family letters her dad left behind. She wasn't great, but she knew basics like, "Wo ist," "Where is," and "Hilf," help. Last summer, she was at the park when a lost German tourist came up, flustered, asking for directions in broken English. Clara pieced together enough to point him to the bus stop, throwing in a clumsy "danke" for "thank you" at the end. He lit up, grateful, and she walked away feeling 10 feet tall. She laughed about it later, saying, "I'm no translator, but I got the job done." That's what I'm talking about. It's not about fluency, it's about having just enough to make a difference. Maybe you learn Spanish and help a neighbor figure out a sign, or pick up Japanese and chat with a visitor at the community center. Clara started with a free online course, 10 minutes here and there, and it turned into a skill she never expected to use. You can do the same. Try a library class, a podcast, or even those little language cards you flip through over coffee. It's a tool in your pocket, ready for when life throws you a curveball, and it feels pretty great to be the one who steps up. So, there you go, learning a new language keeps your brain humming, connects you to people, brightens your days, widens your world, and gives you a boost of confidence with a practical edge. It's like a little adventure you can take at your own pace, wherever you're at. I'd love to know what you think. Have you ever tried a language, or is there one you've always wanted to tackle? Drop it in the comments, I'm all ears. And if this lit a spark for you, give the video a thumbs up and hit subscribe. I've got more ideas coming to keep these years full of good stuff. Here's to learning, growing, and living big, no matter the age.